Hi there, my name is Victor Winka, and it is Echoes on the Street. Yes, it is a beautiful day in the city of Johannesburg, far away in South Africa. Okay, there's something I didn't tell you earlier, and I'm just going to let it out right now. For about 4 or 5 months now, there's been a very engaging, educative, and informative program that has been going on, really sponsored by ETN Nigeria in partnership with Pan Atlantic University. Okay, we are journalists, have been taken through a very, very rigorous, debating, strong conversations on the Media Innovative Program. That's what they call it, is the MTN MIP2. Yes, that's because this is the second quarter, started last year, and of course there will be another one next year. This conversation has actually helped journalists, trust me, journalists that are being pulled from best media organizations in Nigeria. Trust when I say they are the best. These guys, fantastic people, serving it up every time they have the chance to do so. So this week we find ourselves in South Africa, where we are engaging with international organizations, our colleague also here in South Africa, and then some government people. We had the chance of speaking with the ambassador of Nigeria to South Africa, which is a very wonderful man. But this one, let me not bore you with so many stories. On this particular day, we talked about the digital media and the social media. I know there's been a lot of confusion between what separates the digital media from the social media, but trust me, there's been a lot of differences, and that was what this conversation was about. On this very day, the chairperson of South African National Editors Forum, Sipho Ogawa, yes, he was all out, and then a very, very rich conversation, giving insight into that conversation. But something came up that day, and that is what this podcast is focused on. I asked a question about the difference, where they draw the line, or where we should draw the line as professionals. The social media influencers, everybody talk about fake news, and they quickly want to accuse or finger the traditional media or the mainstream media. But then again, ask yourself, what about the non-state actors in this business? Okay, the media in Nigeria, and of course another part of the world, is a professional body that has been recognized. But we have so many people that are making journalism, that are making media, that are not real media people. These guys, how do we control fake news when it comes to that? Can we just spare the media for once and focus on the people that are really making this? Okay, I'm not saying social media people are really dishing out wrong news. I'm not saying they're making journalism very difficult. Hey, but guess what? They are making journalism difficult. Oh yes, they make journalism difficult because you have so many uncensored news you see everywhere and everybody says it. But again, let's look at the bright side. Social media also comes with a lot of goodies beyond talking about fake news and all that stuff. Helps journalism become quite easier. It's easier for you to reach out to people when you want to confirm things. It's easier for you to send your data on an error to get results for you. But this very day, we're talking about the difference, or where to draw the line between the digital news media and the social media. And guess what? The class scattered. Everybody coming up with something very strong. So the PR people in the house were dishing it off again. And I asked one of my colleagues on this one, apart from Mr. Sipho, the person Bilola Obunaike, she's a PR professional with Black House Media, and of course there's Shehu Efunu. They are also fantastic journalists with the Pulse, NG. Well, there are different voices on this one. Everybody's saying something about this video, so let's just get straight onto it and enjoy the best there is.
Based on the question you've asked, I'm wondering if PR agencies, if they have a moral responsibility on the type of campaigns we want to come. So an example is, for example, when PR people get their briefs, they are the ones to decide that what influencers to use, the media houses to work with. Now I'm wondering, do they have a moral responsibility? For example, during the elections in Nigeria, there were a lot of misinformation that was started by influencers. But there was a PR agency behind them that gave them the time to content to tweets. So my question is, how do we reach the PR agencies, media, and the ways to eradicate misinformation? Because we've seen on the actual journalism where we spoke about social media misinformation and electioneering campaign in Africa. So now, why do we bring in PR agencies educate them on the type of campaigns you think they should be that will be good for the social media platform instead of causing chaos. Yeah.
Chaos.
Agencies are citizens, both of those countries, right? And I don't believe that you can base in carrying this say you have this quote. Every individual, every citizen of a country has an interest in its stability. And if it's a commission of disinformation, it actually be conveyed by media. It's not necessarily PR. So rules are in, right? So I wouldn't want to them or allow PR agencies with that responsibility. But I do hope that there is recourse in your country when misinformation is spread. A brother here spoke of a dichotomy that he was trying to grapple with, that how do you have self-regulation but you've got laws against it? Yes, it's important. And law is a law. If you break the law, you break the law. You can't hide behind being a journalist. If you break the basic tenets of journalism, only they must hold you to court. Yes, we do courage that they go to the ombudsman, but if you break the law, you break them. Everybody needs to understand. The important thing, though, about elections in particular is that 2 weeks ago there was a gathering in Ethiopia in Addis Ababa at the AU of election management bodies from Africa, including Nigeria, actually, think tanks from across the continent, media organizations, to develop, to work on guidelines and principles around the use of digital news media and social media in Africa. So those guidelines, the reason why we had all of these parties come together 2 weeks ago was to actually again find an African solution to some of our problems, because we face the same challenges. We're living the one globe, but our issues are unique. So hopefully those guidelines, from my understanding, is that once we're done with that, we move to the next EU summit or possible an option, but that still does not mean that the member countries are going to implement. Okay, so I think it's part of the constant education that we need to keep doing. So I wouldn't say you have a particular responsibility, somebody is a particular responsibility. All of us are citizens who are democratic. Actually, the role to play in promoting and that democracy and actually stopping the spread of fake news, because any elements, elections this violent different area because of what you try and do. Sometimes tweets or sometimes use media outlets. Those are the people that the courts must chase after action and make an example of, because this information is not just a innocent, innocuous spread of fake news. It's actually intended to destabilize countries, and instability has very negative and dire consequences for countries. So it's not something to sneeze by. My brother?
I was getting to simplify the news. Journalists cannot content creators, in my opinion. You need to find niche ways to purpose what it is that you are saying. If you're speaking on tech, for example, finance, whatsoever, as long as communication is possible, I can speak to you in a language that you understand. I think that you've passed the news. What I think we as traditional media platforms do is, many times we take the well-near approach, which is not what is exactly working now. For each social media platform, for example, the one way, I thought one way. So the better approach somehow, which I think we're gradually adopting in Nigeria, is make mediums simplify it in different ways for different kind of audience. I know a few foreign online platforms doing ones that have like print platforms and social media platforms. You can repurpose links to Twitter threads. You could set up your ring light and make the news the influencer kind of way. 5 things to know about something. There are so many approaches by Kenya that can take to reach that. You don't have to water down what you are passing. If it's for a police platform, write the police platform specifically. If it's for online, do the same. If it's for social media, get social about things.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Actually, thank you for raising them.